And continuing in the United States, the Trump administration has deported over 200 alleged members of a Venezuelan gang to a prison in El Salvador. The move comes despite a court order prohibiting such action. And in a highly controversial statement, the White House justified ignoring the order, saying federal courts have no jurisdiction over how a president conducts his foreign affairs. White House Press Secretary Karoline Leavitt added that by the time the court issued the order, the deportees had already left the United States. Meanwhile, President Trump has defended invoking the Alien Enemies Act of 1798, which allowed the rapid deportation of alleged members of the Tren de Aragua gang, a Venezuelan organization designated as a foreign terrorist organization by Washington.
Did the administration, actually, speaking of orders, violate Judge Boasberg's order in sending back the Venezuelan gang members and not bringing them back?
I don't know. You have to speak to the lawyers about that.
Are you planning to do more deportations?
I can tell you this: these were bad people. That was a bad group of, as I say, hombres. That was a bad group. When you look at them and you look at the crimes that they've committed, you take a look. You don't get any tougher. You don't get worse than that. You understand that. So, but you'd have to ask the lawyers, yeah.
Now, the centuries-old law has only been used 3 times in the past, and its application is limited to periods of declared war. President Trump believes invoking the Alien Enemies Act is justified, however, as the U.S. is more or less at war with foreign criminal gangs.
So this isn't, in that sense, this is war. In many respects, it's more dangerous than war because, you know, in war they have uniforms. You know who you're shooting at. You know who you're going at.
Meanwhile, El Salvador's President Nayib Bukele mocked the U.S. federal judge, saying he issued the order too late. Reports say the Trump administration will pay El Salvador $6 million to imprison about 300 Venezuelan gang members for a year. The American Civil Liberties Union, which challenged Trump's use of the law, has asked the government to ensure no migrants are removed in violation of the court order.
So I think there's 2 parts to what's going on. The first is, even if any of the individuals are members of the gang, the law cannot be used for straight immigration purposes because the TDA is not a foreign government or nation. But beyond that, even if it were legal to invoke the Alien Enemies Act, these individuals must be given an opportunity to show that they are not members of the gang. And what we understand is that many of the people, including our named plaintiffs, are not members of the gang. So for that reason alone, this is illegal.
The sudden turn of events mark an escalation in President Trump's promise to carry out the largest deportation in American history, even if it means going against the courts.
Firstpost brings you the Ideas Pod at the Ricina Dialogue 2025, the largest gathering of global policymakers, thought leaders, and innovators, now on the fastest growing international news platform. Big ideas, big debates, big impact. Only at the Ideas Pod.
Ricina Hill.
Firstpost gives you front row access to the conversations that matter most. The Ideas Pod. Ricina Dialogue 2025 on Firstpost. From March 17th to March 19th.